Hello everyone, it's my pleasure having you once again on this segment on Newspaper Review here in First Next News Port Harcourt. I remain your humble host, Kings Ojalo. This is the time where I will be giving you all headlines on all newspaper platforms. Sit back, relax while you enjoy these segments. Without not wasting much of our time, we will be going to all our newspaper review, which will start from the Daily Monitor, boldly written on the Daily Monitor. No going back on directive to withdraw police officers from VIPs. Tinubu insists that is coming from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Moving ahead, still on the Daily Monitor, we have 24 hours after Humpty for Accord Party, Adeleke wins party Goba ticket, explains why he left PDP. Now moving ahead, we have Falana, NBA urge urgent security rights protection in northern Nigeria. You find that in page 5 of the same newspaper. Now moving ahead to the Daily Independence. No going back on withdrawing of police from VIPs, still from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Senators seek exemption of lawmakers from directive, condemn selective withdrawal of policemen from VIPs. Still on that same newspaper, Tinubu raises panel to probe 4 trillion naira debt owed 2,000 contractors. You find that in page 7 of that same newspaper. Now we have Fubara denies rift with state assembly members. You find that in page 7. Now we also have Atiku asks federal government state to halt bloodshed in flooding Adamawa communities. You find that in page 6. To the next newspaper on the Daily Trust, we have boldly written on the Daily Trust, banditry, noise tightens around 2G, banditry, noise tightens around 2G. Now, still on the Daily Trust, 2027 defection heightened fear of single party contest. We also have police withdrawal. Tinubu direct ministers to obtain clearance for escort. Moving to the next newspaper, that is The Nations. Boldly written on The Nation newspaper, Tinubu directs payment of 1.5 trillion naira debt to local contractors. Yes, still on The Nations newspaper, only competition will drive down FS, says Kayomu. Still on the Daily newspaper, we have military, Tani Tata joins force against oil thefts in Ondo. You find that in page 4 of The Nation's newspaper. Let's move to the next one. We have The Guardian. Yes, The Guardian newspaper, boldly written on The Guardian newspaper. 54 tax charge account for 35% of airfare costs, tariff, traffic demands. That is, you find that in page 6 of that newspaper platform. Now, but still on The Guardian, Tinubu reaffirms police withdrawal from VIPs, mobilize security, livestock reforms. Still on the newspaper, on The Guardian newspaper, we have in page 7, federal government set up panel on 4 trillion outstanding owned contractors. Now, we also have on that same newspaper platform, Kano lawyers petition Tinubu NSA over parallel Sharia body. You find that in page 30 of that same newspaper platform. Now, moving ahead to the Daily Sun, boldly written on the Daily Sun newspaper, Tinubu senators fight over police withdrawal order. Yes, still on the Daily Sun, Oshu Goba, presidential mate aspirant, appeals for unity, consensus building. Now, still ahead, why federal government will interfere in high domestic airfares. Kayemu, that is on page 6 of the newspaper platform. Now, going to the Matrix newspaper, boldly written on the Matrix newspaper. Security, Tinubu talks tall. Security. Okay, sorry. Insecurity, Tinubu talks tall. Insecurity, Tinubu talks tall. Now, it's also written there, Oshun 2026 Global Poll. Frontline candidates emerge amid integrous power play. Yes. Also written on that same newspaper platform, Burkina Faso frees detained Nigeria Air Force personnel. You find that in page 2 of the Matrix newspaper. Now we're going to the Punch newspaper. Boldly written on the Punch newspaper, federal government, that is FG, pushes for 17.89 trillion naira new loans to finance 2026 budget. You find that in page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Now, still on the Punch newspaper, Tinubu tackles VIP police escort abuse, showing cars for Sheyi entourage. You find that in page 14 of the Punch newspaper. Now, but still on the Punch newspaper, ECOWAS court, Nigeria tops country ignoring judgment. You find that in page 12 of the Punch newspaper. Now, let's go to the This Day newspaper. We have President Talk Tour says police must protect vulnerable, not VIPs. Yes, still on This Day newspaper, Turaki meets 29 state chairman, declares PDP set go and win Osun, Tinubu charge APC aspirants. Yes, that is all. We will be wrapping up with this, and that is all we have on this segment on newspaper review here in First News Port Harcourt. I am your humble host, Kings Ojalo. It's a bye for now.